Do you know the lack of motivation is one of the biggest obstacles to reaching your goals and living your dream life? If you have experienced the lack of motivation, whether it is to do your laundry, to exercise and hit the gym, or to complete a side project, you are not alone. Motivation comes and goes. No one can stay motivated all the time. Even extremely successful and productive people will have times when they don't feel motivated to do things. And as for you, I bet there are times when you just don't feel like doing anything. You just want to lie on your couch and scroll your phone. Motivating yourself is not easy, but that doesn't mean it cannot be done. And you know what? Both successful and unsuccessful people experience the lack of motivation. The main difference is that successful people know what they should do when they don't feel motivated. On the other hand, unsuccessful and unproductive people choose to allow their lack of motivation to affect every area of their life. They choose to do nothing and they procrastinate when they have no motivation. In other words, they allow their lack of motivation to dictate their life. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 simple secrets what you should do when you have no motivation. If you are new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you will receive more videos that will inspire you to succeed and live a better life. So, let's talk about what are the 3 things you can do when you don't feel motivated. Number 1. Promise yourself an exciting reward that you look forward to getting. The reward doesn't need to be things or something expensive. It just needs to be something you're really looking forward to having. For example, if you are a coffee lover, allow yourself to enjoy a cup of coffee after you get your work done. You see, when you give yourself a reward for your hard work, you feel energized, cared for, and contented, which improves your self-command. And you know what? Your self-command allows you to maintain good habits. On the other hand, when you don't give yourself any reward, you feel depleted, resentful, and angry, and you justify in self-indulgence. This is why people often say, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Imagine you put in all the hard work, but you don't get anything in return. How does that make you feel? Not good, right? This is why you want to give yourself an exciting reward that you look forward to enjoying. If you love to play games, allow yourself to do so for 30 minutes or an hour once you have completed a difficult task. If you love to watch dramas on Netflix, allow yourself to watch an episode of your favorite drama after you have got the work done. This is how you can motivate yourself into taking action, by giving yourself an appropriate reward. The second thing you can do when you have no motivation to do things is to increase your commitment. When you are committed, you will take action even when you don't feel motivated to do it. This is why your level of commitment is important. No matter what goals you want to accomplish, whether it is to lose weight, to build a profitable business, or to write a book, you need to be committed to achieve them. You see, motivation is a feeling, and feelings can come and go. But commitment is something different. It is a value, an attitude, and it represents how determined you are in achieving a goal. When you are 100% committed, you will do whatever it takes to get the work done, with or without motivation. So, the question is, how can you increase your level of commitment? Here's one simple thing you can do. Get yourself an accountability partner. When no one is there, I'm sure you will slack off and procrastinate. When nobody is watching, instead of writing the article, you choose to watch YouTube or waste time on Facebook. This is why we all need someone to hold us accountable. Let's be honest, we all lack self-discipline. According to research, people who send a weekly progress report to an accountability partner tend to be 76% more likely to follow through and complete their work. When someone is monitoring our work, they tend to hold us accountable. When we know we need to report our progress to someone, our level of commitment to the work increases. So, get yourself an accountability partner. And the third thing you can do when you don't feel motivated is to use the 10-minute rule. When you dread doing something, like writing an article or exercise for an hour, apply the 10-minute rule, meaning you allow yourself to stop doing the work after 10 minutes. When you reach the 10-minute mark, you can choose to continue on with the task, or you can choose to stop and do something else. This rule is powerful because it helps you get started, and you only have to do it for just 10 minutes, which greatly lowers your resistance to the task. And most importantly, once you get started, usually you will have built up the momentum. And once you get started, you will have better motivation, and you are more likely to have enough motivation to keep going on after 10 minutes. Even if you choose to stop after the 10-minute mark, you will have done something and made some progress. You are much better than doing nothing or completely procrastinating on a task, isn't it? So, whether you lack motivation to start working on a boring report, or you can't seem to get yourself off the couch to start a to-do list, use the 10-minute rule to motivate yourself to take action. Getting started on a task is usually the hardest part. Once you get going, however, it's much easier to keep going. So, when you don't feel motivated to do something, apply the 10-minute rule and do it for just 10 minutes. Use the rule to help you build up your momentum. And these are the 3 things you should do when you have no motivation to do something. First, you want to give yourself an exciting and relevant reward. Next, you want to increase your level of commitment by getting yourself an accountability partner. And third, you apply the 10-minute rule and commit to doing the work for just 10 minutes. If you follow these 3 methods, you will have no problem getting your motivation back. I hope you enjoy the content in this video. If you like what you watch, hit the like button now. More importantly, make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you get to learn more about achieving greater success and living a better life. Thank you for watching.